What's up, everybody? Just wanted to get on and just speak. I wanted to say something. I wanted to talk about my story, um, or a story of mine. Um, it's still kind of. Are we still in quarantine right now? And I'm in my backyard, so that's why I don't got no mask. But basically, I've been in church like my whole life, right? There's a truck going by. I've been in church my whole life, right? And fast forward to like 2010, 2011, because prior to that, I did not know God. And fast forward to about 2010, 2011, we started going to a different church, my parents' church. They still go to it now. And it was I guess that was my freshman year of high school. And we went to camp. So it was me, actually only I went to camp with a few friends from my parents' church. They had a camp there. It was a whole bunch of young teenagers. It was a great time, and it was Memorial Day weekend, which is in May, coming up real soon. And it was a few days. It was like 3 days, and it was camp. So it was straight, church camp. It was, worship. You got time to hang out, and also it was. You was at that location, so you didn't go to your actual house. You went back to the cabins. Great time. And that time in 2012 was the first time God ever had revealed himself to me. Ever. First time ever. And it was something to experience. It was something I never experienced before. Again, I was in church my whole life, but this was actually God. Like, this was God revealing himself to me. And after that church camp, when I got home, I remember, I'll never forget this. I went into the bathroom and I cried. Now, I thought I cried because I missed the people. Now, the people were we was cool. Everything was cool. And so the people was cool. But I later realized that I cried because that was the first time that I was able to experience God, and I missed it. I missed him. I missed him for those 3 days. I missed being with him from that time. Somebody, I think that's a dog getting in trouble or something. So fast forward to the next year, 2013, same time, go to church conference again. Amazing time. And I still didn't really know God, but I was learning. And that was my sophomore year. Now we go to my junior year, and in my junior year, I remember I was in towards the beginning, in the middle, I was still going. I was still, just doing me. I if you want to say, like, I was just still doing me. I was going to parties. And I remember, I remember this one. I'm not going to say the person's name, but there was this one party that I went to, and I remember walking home from that party. Like, when I was at the party, it was, a lot of my friends from high school was out there, because it was, it was a high school party. And y'all know them parties, Jersey club music, whatever going on, and people on the wall. Y'all know them type parties. Sebi, don't worry about it. My little cousin right there. Sebi, don't worry about it. And I remember coming home, and I was like, on my way walking home, I was like, yo, I have no, like, there's like I feel empty. Like, I feel like this world, like, is this all that the world has to offer? And from a young age, I was able to realize that this world is a rat race. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you get somewhere, and then it's more you want, and nothing is ever truly satisfying. And from then, and I was a kid. I'm in junior. I'm a junior in high school. So from then, I'm like, okay. I start praying, and it was such like I never prayed like that before. I started praying and asking God to reveal himself to me. And I started praying and asking God that, and telling him I want to get to know him. I want to get to know him for who he truly is, And I remember praying that, and not too shortly after, I started going to one of my best friends, LJ. invited me to his where he was fellowshipping with God at, which is Global Impact Training Center, where I go currently to this day. And the word was different. It was different. It's something I never heard before. A lot of churches teach, about money, which is not really what God is which is not what God is after. They teach about money. They teach about, prosperity and cars and different things like that. In my parents' church, they didn't teach about money. They was because I'm happy they didn't do that. But this word was different, and it was. I remember starting to get into this word, and it changed my life completely. And during that summer of my junior year, I remember even asking God to help me become a better actor. And then senior year, he asked, I joined the drama club and did the play, and it was such a blessing. It was so cool to see. And I remember my friend Amber was like, "Yo, yeah, because she seen me acting in junior year, and then she seen me acting in senior year, and she was like, "Yo, it's different." But I say all that to say, like God has truly loved me, man, and he truly loves all of us, man. And I'm so grateful for all that he has done, just keeping me, saving me from myself, saving me from a whole lot of other things. And that's why I wanted to get on here, because I wanted to get on here and tell people about that, because he's not a dictator, or he's not, as strict as people think he is. People, and it's crazy because if you don't have a relationship with him, and you going off of, you just saying stuff, when you actually get a relationship with him, you see what people say, and they be like, yeah, they don't know God, they don't know him, because he is not like that at all. He's not like that at all. He's truly pure love, man, pure love, and I'm so grateful. So I want to share that, because I know he loves each and every one of you that's watching this, and even if you're not watching this, he loves you, but I guess I ain't talking to you because you're not watching this. But yeah, man, just wanted to get on to say that. I love you guys, man, and DM me if anything. Gotcha.